What's happening there, guys, and welcome back to our channel. A feud is a part of rapping as beats and bars are. It's part of the lifeblood of the rapping culture, and it can sometimes get violent and ugly. Usually, when a feud is resolved peacefully, artists then come together with a new respect for one another. In that sense, the feud is like a sport of gaining respect. The best rivalries form iconic clashes between our favorite titans of rap, where bands are exchanged, insults are traded, and some great scandals come into existence in the world of music. Here are some of the best feuds in rap history. Number 7, MGK vs. Eminem.
I apologize. Can I take the tweet down? Sure. But public apology?
At very first sight, it doesn't look any important, but with honesty, MGK striking Eminem was hard enough to obtain a response, and this feud became famous. Eminem is a famed rapper who's been crushing his opponents for years and became one of the biggest rappers in history. Some still think MGK won for being competitive to begin with, and you have to admit, that is pretty impressive. Number 6, Nicki Minaj vs. Cardi B.
She did after Motorsport came out. It just really hurt me because she looked so aggravated.
This wasn't a usual feud that turned physical, but it's more important and rare that it happened at a Harper's Bazaar New York Fashion Week party. A feud did happen between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, but only after pointing at each other and sending jabs on songs and social media. These two finally met up on that crucial night in New York, and things went out of hand. Cardi B felt bad that Nicki Minaj is liking tweets and comments online about her being a bad mother. Security stepped in before Cardi could attack Nicki, but she allegedly threw her shoe at her somehow and anyhow walked away with a knot on her forehead. Things still haven't cooled down between the two, as they both still have antipathy towards each other, and Nicki has announced her retirement from music recently. Now fans will never get to see them on the same track again. Number 5, Drake vs. Kendrick.
You know, the other two guys that I'm constantly, up against, which is like Cole and Kendrick.
Three-headed monster.
This incident of beef was brewing for years, even if it didn't escalate into full-scale war. Things were much easier in the beginning when Kendrick opened up for Drake on tour and both rappers appeared to be on each other's album. At first, it used to look like a good old competition between two elites, but when they threw random jabs at each other, they volleyed back and forth somewhere along the way. Most of the time, it was Kendrick who was landing the more brutal blows, but Drake didn't feel shy of shooting back, even if they remained friends behind the scenes. Number 4, Drake vs. Meek.
Me and him actually been in contact probably for like a year before. He had a tour going on. If it would have been my tour, I would have tried to plan it.
Another feud probably mugged of amazing summer collaborations, but they have given fans a classic diss record out of it. Drake beat Meek with performance and memes more than the actual lyrics, but his song Back to Back will live on in infamy and knock Meek down a few pegs. Although they're back to being friends now, they even gave a song Going Bad to bring in the new year early last December, so all is right in their world again. Number 3, Lil Kim vs. Foxy Brown.
Of Junior Mafia, Lil Kim, and the Pam Grier-inspired Foxy Brown. Their latest solo albums can either be...
Lil Kim and Foxy Brown have been friends in high school, but it's been years and they haven't talked to each other. There's no sign that they will ever speak to each other anytime soon, all thanks to their decades-long competition, which turned into a feud. It began around the time when they were scheduled to release their debut albums in just a week. From there, the feud started into everything from dissing records to barking outside the Hot 97 studio. Lil Kim also spent a year in jail for allegations related to the shooting, and the two queens of hip-hop are still there to mend fences even after all these years. Number 2, Drake vs. Pusha T.
Not really. First of all, I've never really had any interaction with Pusha T, so for him to diss me would be, purely...
A feud nearly a decade long, after tons of poking and pushing by Pusha, Drake finally took the taunt and he responded to the VA legend. Unfortunately for the Six God, that's exactly what Pusha wanted. While it felt like Drake gave a knockout blow in Doopy freestyle, which included cutting scorching disses of both Pusha and his grand boss Kanye West, that just set the stage for Pusha T. When he replied with Story of Addison, A brutal track came complete with an embarrassing blackface photo of Drake, which was so heinous that at the end, he had to come out and apologize, and Drake has explained the shoot as well. Plus, Pusha T also revealed to the world that Drake was hiding a child, a boy named Adonis, who was soon to be revealed on his album named More Life. If anybody thinks that Drake had the better song, Pusha landed the more damaging attacks, which were the unthinkable and unpredictable. They did damage to the undefeated giant of rapping, Drake. Number 1. Nicki Minaj versus Azalea Banks. This feud took place unsurprisingly, and it was completely one-sided. It was Azalea Banks who started firing shots. Beginning with the announcement of the 2015 BET Awards nomination, both Nicki and Azalea were nominated for Best Female Hip-Hop Artist. Azalea took to Twitter to throw taunts. No department of life is out of feuds. They add entertainment and excitement to life. So what, in your opinion, is the biggest rap feud in history? Do let us know in the comments down below, and we'll catch you guys later in another great video. Bye now!